The short version is that I'm going on vacation. I will be gone until July 14th, and while I am gone, I do have some content set up to release for you, but it's not the normal content that you usually see on the day-to-day on the channel, especially if you watch the arena videos. While I'm gone, there will be a number of pieces of content that are not standard arena, and that's because they banned a card the day before my flight. So while I had a lot of content prepared for you, it's not going to work. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do with that, because I think the actual story of my vacation, where I'm going, my relationship to content, the content that is being released, the content that is not being released is an interesting one. And I probably hurt myself in the YouTube algorithm for putting all the TLDR up front, but I never want you guys to feel like all I care about is your clicks. So for those of you who just wanted to know what's going on, you know. I'm going to get into the longer story now, which I do think is interesting for some number of you. But yes, the reason there are changes on the channel and that the channel will not be the same is because I'm going on vacation. I will be back on July 14th. When I return, I have every intention of playing Magic Arena and playing Standard. So if you are one of those who thinks that the true crash out is now, no, it's just a vacation. So let's get into the vacation. I am taking a trip, and I, for the first time in many years, only made soft plans for content while I was gone. I believe that the long version of the story starts quite a while ago. I had a business. I ran this business for 11 years, and then it failed. I put my heart and soul into this online business. Some of you have heard of it in the past, and it did a lot of great things. We had millions in sales worldwide, I think by the end, or closing in on like 40 million in sales worldwide. But eventually that business ran out of time, and it didn't have a place in the market anymore. And I'm not going to go deep on that, because that might be a future video or something else I do for members. But it's not fun to talk about because it did end as a failure. And what came from that was a sense of impermanence. I did a good job detaching myself because it was it hurt. It hurt very badly when that business failed. I had employees, team members, people that relied on me, and they were out of a job, people I cared about very much. And that pain led me to feeling like nothing was guaranteed. Obviously, one of the riskiest things you can do is start your own business and then rely on it for income and then make it an income source for others. It's risky for them too. So as the content creation business took off, I told myself almost every day that it could be gone. That it could be gone tomorrow, that Arena could fall off a cliff, Magic could die, YouTube could suspend me, I could get canceled. I don't know. Anything. A lot of things could happen that would completely end my ability to earn a living from making Magic the Gathering Arena daily videos. And that philosophy, that mentality is evident in things like the streak. It's evident in the way that I try very hard to release something every day, even if it's not something I'm particularly proud of. A deck that didn't work, for example, or a brawl video that I know won't get the same clicks as a standard video because it's a Paradox Engine combo or something toxic. But my devotion to always releasing something can be traced back to a number of things. I do care about my audience, but I also would go to bed every day with the feeling in the back of my head, not a fear necessarily. It's almost like I pre-accepted it. Like I knew very much what I was getting into because of the pain that I had felt in the past from a failed business. The feeling that tomorrow you guys might not click on my videos. You could move on to something different at any time. It was out of my control. The feeling that tomorrow YouTube may not serve me in the algorithm. You know, you guys might not see the video to click on. For whatever reason, tomorrow I might not have anybody click my video, and my source of income and everything that I've tried to build and build a life around could be gone. And that was 8 years ago that I started making YouTube videos, something like that. The business went, I believe it closed proper in 2019. So that was 6 years ago. It's been a while. It's been a while. And a process that both with the help of friends, like people I've been collabing with and people I've gotten to know out there on the MagicCon trail. Shout out to so many people, I can't even start naming them, but all my friends in the business, as well as just growth personally and the direction of my own life. I'm not afraid again, I wasn't really afraid. It's something different. It's something like it's expected, that someday this would all be over, because it's never felt real. Being a YouTuber never felt real to me. It's like, this is a job. I'm playing Magic the Gathering. Well, cool. But I'm in a place now where I believe I'm not I don't have the same concern. I don't have the same fears, and I don't have the same kind of irrational, aggressive acceptance that if I don't put out a video tomorrow, the next day nobody will click on it. So I better release something tomorrow while people still care. I think I'm ready to release on a different schedule and give myself a break. I am not afraid that when I come back from my vacation on July 14th, that nobody will care anymore. I don't have that fear, and the rational part of my brain does not have that concern, and the irrational part of my brain, I think, is there. So this is me giving it a shot. I made a video a while ago about changes on the channel and saying that I was going to release less often, and I said that there were things coming up that would force me to do that, and this is it. I'm taking a trip. And I'll get into where I'm going and why at the end, because I think that's definitely, it has nothing to do with magic. So for those of you who really, really care about what goes on in personal life or enjoy talk about that, it's at the very end. I'll tell you, it's not a big mystery. It's not a secret. And maybe I'll even see some people there. You never know. But I have for the longest time just lived with this philosophy that I better make a video today, because come tomorrow, people may not care what I think. And that's still true. But I am confident that I will be able to do something that people do care about or get involved in some way in a game, be it Magic the Gathering, which is still my favorite game. No intention to change that, or other things, and I'll be able to keep going. So after that little introspective thing, I booked a vacation. I'm going away, and the channel doesn't have a daily standard video like it has so many times during so many of my other vacations. I've taken a number of vacations over the years, but every time I usually do double and triple hustle, recording like 3 videos or more a day. Once I recorded 7 videos in a day to make sure that every day there was still a release, so you guys didn't even know I was on vacation if you weren't in the loop, because I thought that was very important. Also helped pay for the vacations. So this time the standard bans have dropped the day before I leave on this vacation. And I have a lot of content filmed. Well, not a lot. I had recorded enough to cover like about half the vacation, but a lot of it's unreleasable because it involves pre-ban standard. And if you know anything about YouTube algorithms, some of you are going to say, just release the content publicly. I think there's a real, I think it's very real that this would hurt me in the algorithm more than it would help me, especially since right now everything I release in the algorithm is doing so good because it's built around bands or really cool collabs with my friends. So the algorithm loves me at the moment. And I'm about to do some things that I think some of my core won't be as into. So I think that will harm me. I think I'll only harm myself further by releasing more arena content that less people are interested in. Because when they see that it's pre-ban standard and they don't want to see those cards anymore, trust me, I don't want to see them either. I don't want to play against. The first time they play a Heartfire hero, they're like, oh, I know what this is. This doesn't take in the bans. And they're probably not going to watch it. And I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to watch that either. So in the spirit of continuing to make content that I would want to watch, I think I'll take that content and it will go unreleased. I think I will in many ways help myself more by having no video on a day than by having a video that people wouldn't like in the terms of standard banned cards content. I will put it up for members, and I guess I might try releasing one and see how it goes, like just make it public at some point. But I'm going to put up a lot of content for members only. That is content that has otherwise sat in the backlogs and done absolutely nothing for a while. And you members will get those peeks behind the scenes. And to those of you frustrated by that there's members only content, all I can say is that it's too bad that your interest in me that sounded bad. It's too bad. Please don't full stop clip that. It's unfortunate. Let's say that. It's unfortunate that your interest in me supersedes those things that turn enough people off that it damages me in the way that the algorithm functions. The fact that that's true isn't your fault. And I actually do care because you're the kind of fan I really want. You're the person I really like having at the channel who wants to watch me do content regardless of whether or not it's currently appropriate to the Magic meta or a game that I would normally play. I like you. You're very cool to me. I think I still have to be in service of the algorithm. This is something I haven't done a great job of in the past as far as growing my channel. And I'm going to, in this case, try the members only stuff. And if you don't have another $4.99 a month to be a member, like I get it, things are tough out there for a lot of people. And people are at different stages in life. But if you get yourself into a good position someday and you have an extra $5 a month and you get bored of what's on Netflix, then consider becoming a member. Those videos will still be there at a future date. And I do think you're cool. I hope you stick around, because when I get back on the 14th, I plan to go right back to making the cool collab videos, the worst possible commander show, and the standard content on Arena that I know you guys really like. So hang with me over this next week, because what's coming out during the week is going to be different. Like I said, if you've been wondering what that will be, I was a part of Raren's Rumble. You can see posts about this on Twitter and on Raren and Simo's channel already. And I'll have my first Raren's Rumble video coming out very soon. It might be out by the time you watch this video. I'm not sure what the schedule is for the next 2 days, because it depends when the edit is done on Raren's Rumble. But I have 5 Raren's Rumble matches to release for you. And because it's a different game, I expect a decent amount of the audience to say what is going on with the channel, and rightfully so. They will probably be confused. And if you watch this video, you can help me out by leaving a comment just letting them know. I don't like, as everybody watches me for the crash out when I'm just sick of being a content creator and light my channel on fire, I also see viewers crashing out all the time. Hearthstone content or any other game content or anything that isn't the standard Magic Arena video, unsubscribe. I can't believe what's happened here. And that's their choice. But if you see any crash outs in comments, feel free to link them this video and let them know I'll be back. And I plan to make the content they like again very soon. This is just my first, I would say, real vacation, where I'm not going to sit there making sure every single day is scheduled with exactly the video that people would want to see, a standard Arena video. I can't do it because of the window and because of the timing. I can't do it. So if they're crashing out, link them this video. I'll be back. I'll be back on the 14th, and I'll make more standard videos that hopefully will appease them. I hope they still like me. Anyway, that's all part of the equation. So yeah, while I'm gone, I have the Hearthstone content releasing, which was a ton of fun. I can't stress that enough. It was a real good time to play an event like that with other creators. And man, Magic should do something like that. They did back in the day. They should do that again. It was a blast. Thank you so much to Raren for having me. Thank you to Blizzard for sponsoring it. And thank you to Blizzard for helping me go on vacation with a sponsored event like that. I'm a very lucky guy. And thank you to all of you from the channels of Raren and Simo who show up for the collabs. You guys have made a lot of what I do now possible. It's insane. And I'm really glad that we have a cool community of like the OG standard Arena players and enthusiasts, many of which have graduated to Brawler Commander as well as a bunch of Commander fans from the Worst Possible Commander show. And now we have Yu-Gi-Oh! And Hearthstone players as well, and we all hang out and have a good time. I hope these videos showcase that. Really, we are a group that really enjoys playing with and against each other, and we have a lot of love for our games. I know that because I've associated now with these people in front of the camera and away from the camera, and it's great to be in the card game Avengers, so to speak. So make sure you check that out. I've got a really amazing match of me and Raren working together, co-piloting against Amy the Amazonian and Voxy. Yes, my dear friends who must be vanquished and destroyed at all costs. So I'm so excited to launch that video, as well as several others, including Raffle, Day 9, SEMO, and many. So it's going to be a good time. And after that content, we also have the Worst Possible Commander Show Live, which, speaking of Amy the Amazonian and Voxy, was something that we recorded at MagicCon Las Vegas live. It was an epic game, and I'm excited to share it with all of you as soon as that edit is done. That should be coming out while I'm away. Also, while I'm away, the Worst Possible Commander Show crew will be working on content as well. I don't know if it will be released on this channel. Some of it might be streamed on this channel, but they're working to get ready for Edge of Eternities. And I think that I am an ambassador for that. So the moment I get off the flight on the 14th, I'm going straight to the studio to get to work on making Edge of Eternity's ambassador content that you guys have come to expect from previous sets, including Worst Possible Commander Show Edge of Eternities. And those are going to hopefully be huge hits. I think you guys are really going to love them. So not much rest, really, because I'm coming and launching right back into it. But while I'm away, some interesting scheduling on the channel. And I hope you guys have a happy, in America, 4th of July holiday weekend and happy summer times all around the world. And if the releases here on this channel aren't what you're used to, it will be closer to what you are used to after the 14th. I land on the 14th. I start recording again right away. And hopefully by 15th, 16th, 17th, if all travel goes well and all plans go well, you'll be seeing content once again on the channel that you're used to. That's the important bit. I'm going to talk a little bit now about members only videos and what I'm doing with that. This is new and I'm not sure it will stick. It's an experiment. So I record a lot of content, and sometimes, like, I've got years of experience now, and I know what people are going to click on, and I know what they're going to enjoy, like, and stay till the end for, to a good extent. Every now and then I'm surprised, and good. Those are happy surprises most of the time. Sometimes they're very sad surprises. But basically, I record a lot of content because I want to play Oswald Fiddlebender in Brawl and Tevel the Balance Scale in Brawl. But I know that not that many people want to watch that. And you're going to sound off in the comments if you stayed this long in the video. You have to understand you are the devoted, like, 20% versus the 80% that are looking for something that is more perfectly suitable to them and the format and environment that they game in and how they use YouTube. So lots of you are going to comment, I want to see that. Why don't you? No, you have to release that. And like I was saying earlier, some of this stuff I play that goes unedited and unreleased, it's just like cutting room floor material. I think I'm going to start putting it up for members. This may create jealousy among non-members. I hope that you guys understand that the algorithm damage is damage to a career, which is in long-term damage to the creator. And I'll say again, it's unfortunate that what you love doesn't really line up with the way the algorithm serves its audience. And I know it feels like there's not much you can do about that. Trust me, I feel the same. I hope if these videos are fun, that $4.99 a month is worth it. If you can't afford it, or you're just annoyed to pay it, like, I get that. I really understand. And I don't do it to slight you. I really am trying to look out for my career. And I think that one thing that you have to watch out for is, like, just because a video is members only doesn't mean it would have been public otherwise. What I'm talking about putting up as members only content is content I never would have shown you guys, ever, because I know that it would do bad algorithmically. I know it would hurt me more than help me, even if some of you would like it. So the fact that it is available for members, I can see how that makes you jealous. And if you never had to see it at all, if it just didn't exist in the world, you would never have those feelings. But I want to try this because I think it better serves some number of people, and it maybe someday, like, you become a member, you'd be really happy to have it, right? The current members watching this are probably like, cool, I get more content and more, like, unique, kind of different content. Maybe that's where I'll post videos of me playing games like Monster Hunter Wilds. I have other games I really want to play. I want to play Shadowverse, Worlds Beyond. I have so many games I want to play once I'm back from vacation, but I don't want to put them on the channel because I can't. It's too frustrating seeing both downvotes, negative comments, 10 out of 10 on the YouTube screen. Those of you who YouTube know what I'm talking about. Like, all the bad feelings that come from something that doesn't perform are things that harm me mentally as a creator more than even the algorithm probably can. And members only, I think, can help with that. The only thing on the other side that hurts me is the comments being like, well, if you're going this members only route, I hate you. It's like, well, fair. Please don't. I'm still trying. I'm doing what I have to do out here. I can't make everybody happy. So at some point I can't try to make everybody happy. I can just try to make the most people happy with the public releases. And as usual, I'm going to continue to try to release things for members about a day early, including the collab videos and other such things, and see how that goes. You guys have really been enjoying it. Thanks to everybody who's been a member of the channel. I appreciate you a lot. Also, during my vacation, a lot of the content that I shot that includes the band cards from Standard now will go up for members only and probably never go public, but enjoy the bonus content. Finally, let's talk about my vacation. Where the hell am I going? I'm going to Austria. I'm going to the Roller Derby World Cup Innsbruck, Austria. So my wife planned this trip. I'm going to be saying a lot of like derp things because I didn't plan this trip. I was busy working and then got told wife card got played. It's our 20th anniversary this year. We've been married 20 years and we're going to go on a vacation. And she decided it was going to be longer than we had originally planned. And she's like, and you're coming. So I'm going on vacation, honey. I'm doing it. I promise. So if you are interested or around or near the Roller Derby World Cup, if you Google that, Roller Derby World Cup 2025, you'll get a lot of info. I will be attending that. You're welcome to come up and say hello. I wouldn't mind meeting with some of you guys. For those of you who don't know, I've coached roller derby for over a decade. I coach a team called the Traverse City Toxic Cherries. One of our players is playing in the World Cup, so that's really exciting. So I'll be there to support her, and my wife is going to announce some of the games, and she produces a very popular podcast for roller derby, so she's there interviewing teams. Basically, it's like a work trip for her, but it's not a work trip for me. And then after the World Cup ends, that weekend, the first weekend coming up here, the 4th of July weekend here in the US, once that weekend is over, we're going to stay another week. We might just stay around Austria. We might travel a little. We haven't decided for sure, but that is my vacation. So if any of you friends in the Eurozone see me in the next week or so, it might actually be me because I'm going on vacation to Europe, and I always enjoy a visit over to the many amazing countries over there. It's a really good time. So that's where I'm going. That's what I'm doing. That is all things CGB. In what I said was the long version that hopefully you found interesting. And it would help me a lot if you stayed this long. You are a very true fan, and I appreciate you. It would help me a lot if you checked out the videos that were released, Worst Possible Commander Show Live, the Raren's Rumble Hearthstone videos. Give them a like, and if you see people crashing out in the comments for any reason about whatever happened to CGB standard content, link them this video or just let them know I'll be back on July 14th. I'll be back on July 14th. I'll be back on July 14th. And I'm confident that they will enjoy the content once again, and we'll all live a nice, happy, magical, as well as other card gamey life together on this Mesa Falcon Gang community. Anyway, thank you for watching this update video. I appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. Thank you for making it so I have this cool career after my last business failed. There was a lot of coping that went into it, and there's been a lot of adjusting. But over the years, it's been a great ride, and I've never been happier with a career than I am now. And I feel great that I can take a trip like this and still feel supported by so many fans all over the world. You guys are amazing. Thank you. You're cool.